The benefit of eating uncooked food. When food is cooked above 118 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 minutes or longer, its protein has become denatured. Its sugar has become caramelized. Its natural fibers have been broken down, which means it will take longer to move through the intestinal tract. Up to 90% of its vitamins and minerals have been damaged or destroyed, and 100% of its enzymes have been destroyed. Cooked food depletes our body's enzyme potential and needlessly drains the energy we need to maintain and repair our tissues and organ systems and shortens our lifespan. Dr. Virginia Vaterno writes, eating any food destroys much of its vitamin, mineral, and protein content, and poisonous inorganic acids are formed. The all uncooked diet is most healthful. Marilyn Wilson of Hippocrates Health Institute writes, we should not cook our food during this apparently harmless process. Vital enzymes are destroyed, proteins are coagulated, making them difficult to assimilate. Vitamins are coagulated, making them difficult to assimilate. Vitamins are mostly destroyed, with the remainder changing into forms that are difficult for the body to utilize. Pesticides are restructured into even more toxic compounds. Valuable oxygen is lost and free radicals are produced. According to Victorus Kulvinka's, nutrients losses can be as high as 80% or more. Other studies suggest that cooked proteins coagulated are up to 50% less likely to be utilized by the body. Dr. Francis M. Pottenger Jr. wrote about his experiments with 900 cats over a period of 10 years. Pottenger fed some of the test cats raw material, raw meat, and other test cats he fed cooked meats. Pottenger wrote cooked meat fed cats were irritable. The females were dangerous to handle, occasionally biting the keeper. The cooked meat fed cats suffered with pneumonia, empyema, diarrhea, osteomyelitis, cardiac lessons, hyperopia, and myopia, eye disease, thyroid disease, nephritis, orchitis, ophoritis, overlain inflammation, arthritis, and many other degenerative diseases. Over the years, the cooked food group gave birth to more unhealthy kittens and became less able to conceive at all. No cooked food is benign. No cooked food is benign. Cooked food acts malignantly by exhausting our bodily energies, inhibiting your healing, and decreasing your alertness, efficiency, and productivity. Cooked foods suppress the immune system. The heat of cooking destroys vitamins, enzymes, minerals, nucleic acids, and damages fats, making them indigestible. The fatty matter becomes a local irritant. The heat disorganizes the protein structure, leading to deficiency of some of the essential amino acids. The fibers or woody element of food, cellulose, is changed completely from its natural condition by cooking. When this fibrous element is cooked, it loses its broom like quality to sweep the alimentary canal clean. The fibrous matter is changed from its natural state to an irritant. Raw food has the best balance of water, nutrients, and fiber to meet your body's needs. Cooking causes the inorganic elements to enter the blood, circulate through the system, settle in the arteries and veins, and deadens the nerves. After cooking, the body loses its flexibility, arteries lose their pliability, nerves' ability to conduct electrical signals diminishes. The spinal cord becomes hardened, the tissues throughout the body contract, and the human being becomes prematurely old. In many cases, this matter is deposited in the various joints of the body, causing joint disease. In other cases, it accumulates as concretions in one or more of the internal organs, finally accumulating around the heart walls. Raw foods are easily digested, requiring only 24 to 36 hours for transit time through the digestive tract as compared to 40 to 100 hours for cooked foods. This unnatural transit time increases the threat of putrefaction and disease. When you eat cooked carbohydrates, proteins fast, you are eating numerous mutagenic, carcinogenic products caused by the cooking process. Dr. Karl Elmer experimented with two athletes in Germany, producing improvement in their performance by changing to a purely raw food diet. Dr. Douglas Graham achieved similar results with athletes he trained. A raw material provides you with more strength, energy, and stamina. One raw food, the mind, memory, and power of concentration will be clear. You will be more alert, think sharper, and more logically. Raw foods will not leave you with a tired feeling after the meal. There is a tendency toward sleepiness after a cooked meal. Raw foods require less total sleep and achieve a more restful sleep. When we treat foods with thermal fire, we lose up to 97% of the water soluble vitamins B and C, and up to 40% of the lipid soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. We need only one half the amount of protein in the diet if protein foods are eaten rather than protein foods which are cooked. Heating also changes the lipid. These changed fats are incorporated into the cell wall and interfere with the respiration of the cell, causing an increase in cancer and heart disease. When grasses are separately covered with fertilizers that are both raw and cooked, the grass grown with the raw fertilizers grows 400% more tonnage over that grown with the same amount per acre of cooked food fertilizer. After eating cooked foods, the blood immediately shows an enormous increase of the leukocytes of the white blood cells, corpuscles. The white blood cells are a first line of defense and are collectively popularly called the immune system. This spontaneous multiplication of white corpuscles always takes place in normal blood immediately after the introduction of any virulent infection or poison into the body. Since the white corpuscles are the fighting organism of the blood, there is no multiplication of white corpuscles when uncooked food is eaten. The constant daily fight against the toxic effects of cooked food unnecessarily exhausted the body's strength and vitality, thus causing disease and the modern shortness of life. Cooked food quickly ferment and putrefy in the intestinal tract. On a raw food diet, you will experience the elimination of body odor and halitosis. Cooked food causes allergies. Raw foods are delectable. There is no need to jazz them up with the unhealthful additives and condiments as it needed as is needed with cooked food. These flavor enhancing additives can irritate your digestive system and overstimulate other organs. Avoid these harmful additives, sugar, salt, pepper, spices, condiments, ketchup, mayonnaise, dressing, and toppings. Hannah Allen wrote, raw foods contain enzymes which influence digestive efficiency. Cooking destroys all enzymes. Moreover, the consumption of raw foods stimulates gastric enzyme secretion necessary to initiate good digestion. Besides, the more raw foods you eat as your first course, the less cooked foods you will be able to eat. Ideally, we should never cook any foods. Arthur M. Baker, in Awakening Our Self Healing Body, writes, overly cooked foods literally wreck our body. They deny needed nutrients to the system since the heart alters foodstuffs such that they are partially, mostly, or wholly destroyed. Nutrients are coagulated, denatured, caramelized, and rendered inorganic and become toxic and pathogenic in the body. Baker adds, virulent bacteria find soil in dead food substances only and cannot exist in living cells. Cooked food spoils rapidly, both inside and outside our body, whereas living foods are slow to lose their vital qualities and do not age, readily become soil for bacterial decay. I have been 100% raw food eater for over 50 years. Don't comments, I have been eating 100% uncooked plant based diet for over than years, and the results have been so remarkable that you couldn't pay me to eat cooked food. People who add copious amounts of uncooked fruits and vegetables into their diet and who eliminate much of the cooked food enjoy vastly improves health. Although there are no raw food cooked books, raw food recipe books abound. Click here to see some. But remember, gourmet, gourmet due to too much fat from nuts, oils, and seeds. Health101.org. Dr. Berner, DCDD. Source Parinmilavin and Bipin by Pare Creditor Holistic Healing. धन्यवाद. Thank you.